Hello, welcome back. Happy Saturday. I'm going live a day early today because I just felt like, I don't know, I was just feeling it this morning. I woke up with a lot of energy. I woke up early. It's beautiful out. So why not? We're going to go ahead and do the weekly tarot forecast for you today. And we're going to go Aries through Pisces as always. If you're in here, say hey to me. I'm going to shuffle my cards and just chat with you guys for a second. And yeah, see what y'all are up to. Also, I did want to share some really cool gems that I have. Literally, gems. As I went gem mining yesterday in my own backyard. So I wanted to share those with you guys because I think what I'm going to do, I have so many. Like literally, I can't sit here and show them all to you, but this is just one bucket. I have 3. Can you see them? Those are gems. So I think what I'm going to do is keep the ones that I feel connected to. And then I'm going to auction them off. And maybe even do some gift boxes. I'm almost to 130,000. I think I'm only 100 people away. So when I hit 130,000, I think what I'll do is I'll gift some of these crystals after I cleanse them and pray with them. And send them out to someone. I haven't figured out how I'm going to decide who yet, but you have to be in the US. I can't be shipping these international because these are heavy and these are real, so it costs a lot to ship them. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking about going live one night, and I'll just show it to you, tell you what it is, and somehow I have to think about the logistics, like if you super chat the money and your address, or if I want to have it PayPal'd, or I'm not really sure. But I thought it'd be fun to do something like that and share these with you guys and then gift them to 1 or 2 of you. So that's what I've been up to this weekend. FYI, you can do this yourself. So I ordered them from a place that's local in the mountain area that I live in. So small business, it's a small business, a mining place here in North Carolina. And what you do is you go online and you choose what bag you want, and then it comes in the mail. And we got one of the really big bags. It's heavy, and it's just full of dirt. And then you just kind of sift through it with a hose and see what you get. And sometimes you get duds. Like, look at this one. Ain't nothing special about that one. But sometimes you get really good ones. Look at this one. That one is awesome. It was fun. It was fun to do with my kids. It was a fun way to spend a long weekend. Plus, who doesn't love crystals? Like, for real. It made my day yesterday. I had so much fun with it. So anyways, blah, blah, blah. We're going to get to it. I'm going to shuffle my cards. More to come on that. I'll post either here or on my Facebook what I plan to do with the rest of these. And then when I hit 130,000, we'll think of something fun to do. Okay? But I did want to show you real quick my favorites. So this one I believe is black onyx. I don't think the camera does it justice, but it's pitch pure black. And I am so drawn to this stone. This one is also one of my favorites. These are kind of hard to come by, even when you go gem mining, especially one that's in this good a shape, you know. This is quartz, I believe, pink quartz. This is one of my favorites. This one, okay, I'm not gonna lie, you guys could think I'm weird or not. I actually slept with this one over my heart chakra last night, and I had wonderful dreams. Because it's crystal quartz, I think. It's pretty big. It's heavy. And let's see, what was my other favorite real quick? I loved this one. I love all purple, so I'm always drawn to the purples. And I think those were my favorites. Although I have so many here. There's some smaller ones you can make jewelry with. I thought there was one more I wanted to show you guys. This one's pretty cool. I'm not really sure what this one is. Let's see. Anyways, we'll be here all day. I could go through these all day, but here's some smaller ones. Those are pretty. This one's pretty. Anyways, of course, crystals have different meanings and they give off different energy. My favorite is always going to be crystal quartz, but all of them are special. And so, yes, yesterday I spent the day washing them and rinsing them. And like I said, last night I did a healing meditation this morning with a few of them. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go a little bit faster than usual today because I got plans today. I say that every time and then I never do, but this time I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot. I'm going to use a traditional deck today, the Gilded. And then this is my favorite deck at the moment, the Light Seers. So we're going to go through Aries through Pisces. I'm going to do a meditation and get guidance between every single zodiac sign to help move along the reading and get messages from my guides as well as from the tarot. And I'm going to also pull cards on who you might be dealing with during this time frame. I'm wishing for the highest messages for the highest good of everyone who's tuning in today. Hoping you guys have a wonderful and beautiful week and hope you had a nice holiday. And we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a meditation. You can join me in the meditation if you would like. If not, that's fine. Just chill out for a second and talk amongst yourselves, whatever you want to do. Okay. So Aries, when I was meditating, I was also asking for the collective for your energy. And I got clearly the movie My Girl, which is an older movie with Macaulay Culkin. And I can't remember the little girl's name. It's a really touching movie. But most importantly, I got the song that comes with that movie, which is, I guess you'll say, what can make me feel this way? My girl. Talking about my girl, my girl. So I don't know if that song or movie is of significance to you. That song also gives me nostalgia. It makes me think of my childhood. It makes me think of the innocence of children and how big and deep our hearts are when we're children, before life tells us to be harsh and critical of self and others. So I feel like there's almost like an innocence to this flavor here. Now, this could be pertaining to your own childhood or to your own children. But I just feel like this very innocent energy coming through Aries, or like a reminiscent energy. You might be listening to some old music or music that pulls up old memories. I feel it's very pleasant. Okay, so I know that movie is actually quite a sad movie, but it's also a beautiful movie. And it's like finding the innocence and the seriousness of life, you know, that type of vibe. So, interesting message right off of the bat. Let's see where this is headed. All right. Thank you for the 9.99, Alana. Appreciate your super chat. So, Aries, let's see where this is headed. And you know what? Personally, I've been listening to a lot of old music. I don't have any Aries in my chart, but I have been listening to a lot of like older music this weekend. I think the holidays always makes me nostalgic. So some of you, that could be what's going on. Yeah. So Aries, you have the 11th house, Pisces, and the 12th house, which is also Piscean energy, Aquarian Piscean energy showing up here. So this is highlighting your friendships, group, your creativity. It's a very imaginative, compassionate, empathetic energy, very spiritual, very emotional energy. And coincidentally, this talks about nostalgia as well. So I kind of already felt that. It can be a bit of a rebellious vibe, okay, Aries. That's not so unlike you. But honestly, this is a very, very spiritual energy, and it's talking about kind of being right on the edge of surrendering to your faith or surrendering to the higher power. And if you think about that movie, it is about understanding that there is a better, bigger, grander design, okay, than sometimes we can see. And it also reminds me of Unconditional Love, that movie. So this is a really beautiful energy. I don't want you to be at all like weirded out that I got that movie in reference, because I feel, like I said, it's a very positive energy. But I do feel like you're on the edge or the brink, because I keep showing me that word, of some sort of spiritual surrender or emotional surrender, okay? You may actually be wanting to escape this energy, Aries, especially if you don't have a lot of water in your chart, because this might be a little bit more ethereal and emotional than you prefer. Um, but this is saying to surrender to it, to surrender to the unseen, to surrender to the divine, and something's coming to develop during this time frame. All right. Um, now I have Lady Gaga in my head, which she is an Aries. I'm on the edge, glory. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, which coincidentally, I believe Lady Gaga wrote that about her father, if I'm not mistaken. So, interesting start, Aries. Let's see. Yeah, the Chariot. So you're being guided in the energy, right? Because this, to me, sometimes the Chariot can be like a guardian angel, quite literally. But it does talk about movement or travel for some of you. It talks about vehicles as well. But it's like your body is the vehicle that's moving you through life. I feel like there's a much higher spiritual picture than like the mundane this week, okay? Although, vehicles may be highlighted, or travel for sure. It's like being on the edge of this vast momentum forward, as soon as you're able to kind of relinquish a little bit of control here, relinquish the need to like map things out, just kind of allow faith to come in and to take the lead, okay, Aries? Which again, sometimes you don't like to give up the lead, right? But yeah. Some of you, this is what I'm getting. Like, there's a lot of future planning going on in the energy, but this is almost saying, like, just plan for today. Just plan for right now. Plan for what makes you the happiest in this moment, and let spirit kind of take the lead with planning for the future events, or even mapping it out. And that seems scary to just like, what, I just enjoy the day, but what about tomorrow, next week, next month? What about this goal, this? And is saying, yeah, actually all of that's going to line up for you. So maybe just relinquish control a little bit to, like I said, to the divine, to your spirit guides, because I feel like they are going to lead it to you as opposed to you going to it. And this could be with any major decision, or something that maybe you have been trying to reach for or grab for, or that you think is in the future is actually in the now. It's like kind of surrendering to that energy. It's like being right there on the edge, okay? I feel like you do have a lot of support in the environment, Aries, friends, community, family, enough support to where you should be feeling a little bit more comfortable, um, so that you can again kind of soften the energy. That's what I feel, because I heard water softener. Water softener, softening the energy. So let's see, Aries. The Judgment, Three of Sounds, Three of Sounds, Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles. What's the Three of Swords? King of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like, again, what did I talk about? There's a release right here. A release of what? The Three of Swords. I think you're on the mend here. Okay. I feel like, there might have been some things going on that, like I said, feel out of control. I feel like your heart's being pulled in a lot of different directions, is what I'm feeling in the energy. I don't know if you have a lot of different things like that you feel obligated to, or maybe that you're connected to more than one person and you feel like pulled in different directions. Maybe because I get like appeasing. Some of you are focus too much on trying to appease the better half or the other half, or like maybe trying to be the glue that's holding a certain group together, or more than one person, I'm feeling. And it's just like in the process of you doing that, Aries, it is pulling you apart energetically, okay? So this is saying to kind of surrender the need to be that for others, to do that for others. Release yourself of that self-made responsibility, because I feel that it is disaligning your energy, all right, by being pulled in too many different directions and like trying to appease all parties. Now, if this isn't other people, this could be different aspects of yourself, trying to be the strong one, but also be soft, for your children or for someone else, trying to, be the rebel, but then also trying to be the grounded one. You see what I'm saying? So that there's contradictions within the self, within the energy, if this is not other people that are pulling you, and you may feel it like tension, you may feel it in your heart chakra area, and that needs to be released. All right, so it's just like, I heard all of what? Okay, all aboard. um really, all right. And then I heard, come on, ride the chain, shoot you, ride it, doo, doo. It's an old song. It's like, get all of your personalities on board, or I don't know. It's like, just understand that all of those different aspects of you are you, and that you can find balance with all. If it's different people, then it's releasing yourself from being caught in the middle or needing to appease anyone other than what makes you feel comfortable and good at the end of the day, what makes you feel the most at peace at the end of the day, right? And then there's some sort of opportunity coming in with the Page of Pentacles. What's really interesting is I think you've gotten comfortable in this position of authority, and or comfortable with being the one who can take the pain. Interesting. So some of you may actually pride yourself in being able to take on a lot of discomfort or pain in the name of providing comfort for others, or some of you may label yourself as a warrior or something like that, because I'm getting like this. And it's like, Spirit doesn't want to deter you from that, because you've made it a part of your identity for some of you, and that's fine. But understand underneath that that's actually not a part of your identity. That's a part of the ego identification, but your soul is untethered, a part of well-being, and knows that you are not a victim or a warrior, but divine. and that your purpose is to find joy in the right now moment. And somehow the perpetuation, like if you identify too much with being the survivor, law of attraction will keep bringing you issues to deal with so that you can continue to play the role of survivor. Same thing of warrior. If it's like one thing to be proud of that, but if you identify too much with that, then you'll be given a life where you need to be a warrior. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to grasp our minds around the way that we think about ourselves and how that plays into the things that come into our life. But I feel like, I don't know, that's a reminder for those of you who identify too much with that role. You're literally keep calling in things to overcome because you keep wanting to play that role. That's a caution. Some of you, this is straight up saying, release the need to do that anymore. All right. And then it will dissipate. But that was really long and drawn out. Sorry, that's got to be for a lot of you. If that is not the case, then I feel like, yeah, somehow you're still comfortable with heartache. Or you become comfortably numb, is what I heard, because now I have Pink Floyd in my head. I have like a million different songs in my head right now. That could be a protective mechanism right there. But there is new coming in here, Aries. So there is new potentials, new ways to plant some seeds. I heard a new identity for some of you. Or you're identifying with yourself in a new way. Out with the old, in with the new. That's what you're being called to do. Let's see the person you're connecting with. Six of Swords. The Emperor. Well, you're the Emperor. This person is led to you, drawn to you, pulled towards you, gravitating towards you. Okay? Especially if there's been some emotional distance, whether on your part or their part, or maybe physical distance, because I did see travel for some of you. But I feel like this person is gravitating towards you, Aries, in the energy. And this could be someone who often looks to you, Aries, as someone who is wise or someone that can help them. You're actually showing up as a masculine energy here, even if you're a female. Meaning you're taking the more dominating approach when it comes to this person. That doesn't mean you're always dominating, but when it comes to this relationship, you tend to dominate the energy as this person looks to you for advice or looks to you for guidance, is pulled towards you, is gravitating towards you. Intuitively, they may feel drawn to you. And now I have I'll Stand By You in my mind playing. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I think that's from that movie as well. My girl. Yeah. I mean, that's literally the only message that I'm getting, is that this person is drawn to you, gravitating towards you, looking to you, for some sort of sign or some sort of advice, or, wanting that guidance. And you're like, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Even though I've got my own battles, even though I've got my own stressors, I'm still going to be that for you. And Aries, again, I feel like this is the role you've taken. Maybe not with everyone, but definitely with this connection. But it's like you can only do that so long before this drains your energy and pulls you out of alignment. That's why you're asking to be released. Not that you can't be there for someone, but don't overextend is what I'm saying to you, all right? because some of you are putting your own feelings on the back burner and then not realizing it's going to be right there next time you go back to it, you know? But I do feel like there's an opportunity to move things forward emotionally, and either you're being drawn towards this connection or somebody is gravitating towards you this week that may be looking to you for something, okay, for guidance, I feel. All right. So Pisces energy, Aquarian energy, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, could be another Aries or air. Particularly Aquarius. It could be Libra, possibly Gemini. All right. That was Aries. All right. I just realized I took a long time with that. I got to go a little bit faster. I have to be off here by 12:30. Taurus. Aries, that was a deep reading, which I feel like Aries, I usually, yours are usually the quickest readings because they're the first ones out. So maybe you've had that one coming for a while, a little bit more in depth for you. Baby, in your darkest hours. I got a lot of songs for Aries. Okay. Take a drink of water. If you gave me a super chat and I didn't see it, I'm so sorry. Oh, I did see Michelle gave me a super chat, I bling, before I got in here. Thank you, Michelle. All right, Taurus. Be right back. All right, so Taurus, I got the word altar. Then I saw an altar, like where you go to pray. Then I heard alternative. Then I heard alternative plan. And then I got a visual of the planet Saturn, which Saturn is an earth energy and tarot, and talks about wisdom and keeping things grounded. So something about alternating or an alternate plan. So make sure whatever you have going on, you got a plan A, B, and C, Taurus, but you're pretty good about planning ahead. As an earth sign and as a fixed sign, you're probably one of the best at that, but you know, look at, I guess, at all of the alternate options is what I'm feeling. And then also, when I saw altar, I actually saw someone's home, not a building, not a church. I saw someone's home. So this is a reminder, too, that you can meditate and pray anywhere, and it is considered an altar. It is just, it's really a place of mind and not a place on earth. And I guess getting back in tune with meditation or prayer practices may be important, as well as aligning your chakras for those of my Tauruses that are very spiritual and practicing right now. If you're not in that group, I mean, it certainly would not hurt. Maybe even to go gem mining or have some gems around you to help energize your energy. And wow, Taurus, the card I got out was you. So, and I actually want to find the Saturn card because I saw it in my mind, so I think that's important. Let me find that real quick. Of course, this card is Taurus energy. Well, you know all about that, Taurus. So this is earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, ample energy. It's pleasure-seeking as well as sensuous. It can be a bit possessive, you know, in the energy. And this is the card I saw in my mind, which also reminds me of Taurus, which is Saturn. So this is about discipline and structure and responsibilities. It's a very ambitious energy, but it can be a bit difficult, or it requires self-control. And that's what I got in the last reading I did for you, was something about self-control. All right. So I feel like there's kind of this ebb and flow of pleasure seeking, but also keeping it under control and having alternate plans. So, like, your plans might be laid out, and then something happens where you have to quickly change plans, which is like your least favorite thing to do as a fixed earth sign. Taurus, when you got your mindsets on something, that you're pretty set on it. Um, but I feel like it's good to have alternate ideas, because you might be asked to go with the flow a little bit more, and you might be a little too fixed in the energy and not allowing yourself to do that. So it's like, if plans get changed this week or this weekend, you know, just allow yourself to shift direction, because you're being guided to a more pleasurable type of experience if you just trust a little bit here within the energy, okay? I'm actually feeling these for you. So let's go a little bit deeper. Justice. Queen of Cups, the Magician. So Taurus, yeah, I feel like there is a balance being brought to your emotional self, okay? And I heard creative control. So I feel like you may be wanting more creative control over your life, or maybe even within the career environment. And it's really going to be key that you keep balanced emotionally during this time frame. I feel like this upcoming week, but time is malleable, so be different for all of you. It's like the self-control is coming with the emotional self. Um, Being more disciplined in that, even though I feel like at times you feel, you know, isolated or maybe even misunderstood, getting sucked into your shadow self at times. I think you're trying your best to acknowledge that you don't know everything, all right? And that there still can be balance in your life, okay? Because I think that might be a bit of a challenge, right? So I think that's why the grounding energy with Saturn here is what I saw in my mind's eye is important. And also why staying in tune, in alignment, will help do that for you. So when you meditate and you align with your higher self, it's easier to have things that may emotionally upset us come in without emotionally upsetting us, right? Because you have that connection. But I feel like, yeah, there is something here that's coming to fruition. I want to see what that is. The Nine of Wands, something about surrender. So I feel like you don't want conflict. You don't want to fight for things. You just kind of want to let things flow in. You might be at this point, Taurus, of your life where it's just like, I don't know what's coming, but I know how I feel, you know, and so I'm just going to let go, or just let it be what it is, even, you know. And in a way that actually brings something into fruition here. I actually got quite emotional when I saw this card, and I don't usually get that way. Some of you might be guarding your emotions, you know, because you feel like you want to be the mature one or take the mature approach. So you're hiding your feelings, or you're keeping maybe some shadow self parts of you hidden during this time frame, because I feel it's like you feel that you have to contain it, right? So let's see the person you're connected with, Taurus. Six of Pentacles. Woo. Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. So I feel like whoever you're connecting with, this person is, reaching for things that make them feel more creative. They've got a lot of love here. This person may be certainly in love with you. This could be new love. This could be self-love. I just feel like this person is trying to come from the space of love. And emotionally, you might feel drawn. You could be connecting with Aries. I get that a lot. Or, there's an emotional draw towards this connection where someone wants to have empathy or wants to be softer, but there's something like in the way of that, or there's something about containing that here, right? This person that you're dealing with, they're wanting to be generous and more giving of their time and energy. They may be very focused on hobbies and creativity. And I feel like this person has the love to give, or has this emotional support that they would, like to provide to you, or have the ability to provide to you. This person might be very generous with their time and energy when it comes to you. And yet, I feel there's an alternate plan here. Now, you had a really, really interesting you versus them reading, Taurus, the one that I did last week. And I knew the cross watchers were going to despise it, even though all of the readings can be interchangeable. Because the way you were thinking about a certain person was quite negative, But I felt that you felt owed or justified in the energy. Now, this could be a totally different person. In fact, I don't think that this person is the person in the reading I did last week. I think this is someone different. This could be plan B. I hate to say that because I don't feel anybody is plan B. This might be an alternate person, alternate route, or it could be the same person that was in that reading, but there's an alternate plan, okay? Or somebody's altering the way that they're treating you, or they, and it's pivoting the path or something like that. Take it as it resonates. Could be either or. I just feel that whoever this is you feel emotionally drawn for, you have some sort of emotions towards. It's not quite the most positive during this time frame, but yet there's still a draw there. And I also feel like you are not really wanting to keep your guard up anymore, not wanting to fight for anything anymore, or yeah. Also, there is a side note. There's like 1% of you where there's like games being played in the background. Somebody could be emotionally manipulating someone as well. Especially if you're a male Taurus. You might be the one doing that. Emotionally manipulating in the background. But it doesn't have to be. It could be my female Taurus as well. I feel it on the Taurus side though. Okay, so that's not going to be for everyone. But I do feel, whether it's you or they, that, and it may not even, like I said, this could be a different person that's manipulating in the background. All right. I know that got really complex. Sorry. But there's a lot of different ways I could see this. So let me put it to you this way, because I actually feel this is two different situations. I feel you're trying to take the emotionally mature approach. You don't want to fight. You're trying to maybe even be the mediator. You have two different people you're dealing with. One, lots of love to give, lots of pure positive energy around this person. And then one over here where there's emotional manipulation going on in the background because they want sympathy. Period. All right. That's going to be for a lot of you. If it's not two different people, then you are the one that, especially if you're a male, that's doing some sort of manipulation here. All right. So Taurus energy, Libra energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo energy here. Sorry, Taurus, your readings have been really complex. I hope you could follow me through that. Feel like you're feeling a certain kind of way lately. And I feel like it's only in regards to one situation. Otherwise, you're good. Gemini. Gemini. So I didn't mean to stay in your energy a little bit longer, but it was very intriguing to me. So it's almost like I went high up into the elevation and there was no sound. The silence was deafening almost. Usually when I go into to a channel or to meditate, it's instant images, instant sounds, instant music, and I got nothing. Silence, total silence. And it looked like I was up like in the high elevations. And then what's really weird is then I saw a helicopter and I could hear the helicopter come in, and then all of a sudden I heard a bug fly over my head, and it's right there. And the bug sounded like a helicopter. So, symbolically, I feel like, you know, it's interesting to me to get silence is deafening, and yet I feel, Gemini, there's a quietness about your mind, and that might be a much needed break, because I feel that some of you, you know, in the past weeks and months have really had difficulty kind of shutting off the twins and having too much inner dialogue. And now I feel like some of you may have learned how to quiet your mind, or you're being guided to quiet your mind, or there's a sense of calmness that's coming over you, at least during this time frame. And it actually felt very pleasant. And then like a helicopter starting up, all of a sudden, like all of this vortex of energy coming in almost. So I feel like you might get some reprieve or quiet, or in the mind space, and then it's like almost revving you up, okay, for the next flight. That type of energy. Whoops, misfire. So we'll see, Gemini, what kind of messages you're getting here. So you have the 5th house of passion, which is about performance, entertainment, creativity, costumes, play, love affairs, Leo energy for some of you. It's also finding the humor in life. This is a much easier energy than what you've been in. So I like it. I don't know why I got higher elevations in my mind. Some of you are reaching higher elevations in the spiritual world or with your own spiritual path, or I know that I know one Gemini in specific. I ain't gonna say who she is, but I know she's been practicing meditating, so that makes sense. She's obviously in the chat, but yeah, I just feel a clearing of the mind, and that is so needed. That is so needed. Some of you might actually be clearing out your physical space as well, like your car. I saw someone cleaning out their car, closets. You know, decluttering your environment might be therapeutic for you or something that you might be actually doing. But I feel like really what it is it's a clearer state of mind that you're going into, and I really like that for you. And because you're in a clearer state of mind, it's easier for you to be more playful and be more joyful in the energy. So embrace this. This is beautiful, Gemini. Of course you would get a million cards. So 4 of Cups, the Devil, the Empress in the reverse, the Lovers, this is you. Yeah, I heard the calm before the storm. But actually, I think you're getting ready to take flight. And here's something interesting. I don't know if you follow Abraham Hicks. She always says when you're high vibrating, you're on the high flying disc. Well, when I know that I'm high vibrating, every single time I look in the sky, I see a helicopter or a plane. And to me, I always take that as confirmation from spirit that I am indeed on the high flying disc. And so it's interesting that they showed me a helicopter. So some of you are vibrating, literally raising your vibration through meditation, or raising your vibration this week by clearing your mind, right? Because something's really had a hold of you. Okay, you've been overgiving, I think, emotionally to something that you always feel that you're not receiving what you're giving, or you feel that, you know, sense of like wanting it and then you don't want it, or being drawn to people that want it, they don't want it, or that type of energy, where I feel an emotional expenditure here, an emotional expenditure. You might have felt really trapped in that, very trapped in negative thinking or addictions for some of you, or just this repetitive type of, yeah, either overgiving or emotional depletion, you know? And then it throwing you out of alignment, okay? So the Empress in the reverse, losing patience even, you know, not seeing things come to fruition. This could be the energy you're currently stuck in, but I feel like the helicopter coming in and the vibration rising. So I think for most of you, this is past energy, recent past energy maybe, because then there's this refocusing, right, of to yourself, dedicating more time to yourself, paying attention. You might be reading, you might be studying. To me, the 8 of Pentacles is also, you know, working in the physical and the tangible, placing your focus there. And look at, if you see this depiction, what's happening is she's being elevated into the sky. Elevated. But also the Lovers depicts the story of having to give up something in order to have something better. And I think what you're giving up, or Spirit's guiding you to give up, is this emotional drain. All right? And the expectation of things not working out. You know, wanting what you can't have, and then wondering why you keep running into people that want it, don't want it, because you attract what you give, you know, overgiving and then overtaking or something like that, and not feeling like you have enough. This is all like, I feel kind of a negative dialogue that goes on maybe with the other twin, you know, you got your good twin and your bad twin. This might be the bad twin. Which, interestingly enough, and I can't help my dog, so I'm just going to talk over it. Interestingly enough, the last reading was about embracing both twins. So, here again is this like feeling like you have to give up a part of yourself to be truly happy. And I don't think Spirit's saying give up who you are. I think it's saying get more in balance. Get more in balance, in tune with both. And you're going to do that by refocusing and dedicating some time on clearing your mind, clearing your space, clearing your work environment, getting more organized there, and reconnecting with yourself. Now, I actually feel, even though that message is pretty serious, that there's all this playful energy coming in. So have fun with life, you know what I'm saying? I've got to be so serious. So I do want to see the person you're connecting with. You might be very focused as well on a connection in your life or relationship that I feel, I don't want to say it's a waste of time and energy, but I feel that you really should be placing an equal amount of focus onto yourself, let me say that, as you are to this other connection or relationship. So let me see the person's energy. 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Yeah, so whoever you're connecting with, Gemini, I feel like this person, they, first of all, you have their attention for a lot of you, or they may be someone who likes attention, but at the same time, they have social anxiety. So that's weird. That's a weird vibe. So it's like attention, but then they have social anxiety. I clearly got the term social anxiety. That could be you, that could be them. That could be how they see you as well. But I feel like this person's opening up to a higher idea of themselves. They are creating like new ideas of where they want to go and who they want to be emotionally. This person might be elevating their own vibration a little bit higher. So if they were kind of stuck emotionally, or maybe even being a bit childish, they might be, at least for the time being, kind of rising above that, and being able to see like the bigger concept. It's really interesting. Okay, so some of you, the dark part, the dark twin, let's say that, the shadow self, oh my gosh, there's an airplane in my window right now. It has to deal with social anxiety, which you don't think about Geminis as having social anxiety, because Gemini, you're quick to fire. You're quick to say how you see it. You're quick to communicate, and that's your superpower. But some of you, the social anxiety comes like afterwards. The evaluation. Why did I say that way? I should have done that differently. Oh man, why did I, like that. I think it's like an afterthought that creates some sort of anxiety. And I think that's going on in the background. I think this person actually sees that in you, and they may use it against you even. I hate to say that. They may manipulate you because of that. Play off of that a little bit, That's super negative, and that's not for all of you. But yeah, I could see how that could work. My dog just walked in here. If it's not that, then this person, I'm sorry, that's for a lot of you. If it's not you that they see that about, this person may have social anxiety, but they use it as a means of manipulation. So like they use it as a way to get out of doing things or going places. Like, no, I can't be around crowds. Or I can't be around your mom because they give me anxiety. Or I can't go to work today because they give me anxiety. And I'm not saying that this person doesn't genuinely have anxiety, but they also kind of use it to manipulate a little bit. If it's not you. If it's not you that they use to do that with. And that's a really interesting message. So either way, your job is not to worry about what this person's perception is. Your job is to worry about how you perceive self. And this is saying, embrace both pieces of yourself, like I said, but keep a balance here. And this week, focus on the good twin. Okay, you've done enough shadow work. Now you've cleared that space. You've cleared your mind. Now it's time to bring in the better energy, the higher vibrating energy, the joy, the love, the play. And I have twist it in my head. Let me play with your emotions. This person, I don't really care for that energy, but is what it is. That's what I'm seeing. That's up to you if you're going to allow that or not. All right, so it could be dealing with Pisces, Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. I have all the signs here. Could be air and fire as well, but those are the primary zodiac signs. Thank you for the super chat. Don't forget to give me a like if you're in here. Okay. So I'm triple air as well, and I have Gemini in my chart. So in meditating first thing in the morning before your brain starts to go in overdrive is the best time to do this, especially for an air sign. So I'm saying before you even check your phone, 15 minutes I think will help clear your mind. Also, crystal is a good way to clear your mind. I like to place mine over the third eye, FYI, as well as singing bowls because of the vibration that they give. So Gemini, this one's for you. Can you hear it? I love my singing bowl. Can I tell you guys a funny story? I love YouTube. I just love YouTube. I watch all kinds of people. I was watching this one lady's spiritual channel, and she had a singing bowl, and she was literally going like this. She's like, do you hear that? And I'm like, what the heck is she doing to her singing bowl? I don't think she knew how to work a singing bowl. I wasn't judging her. I just thought it was really funny because she was like stirring it. I'm like, what in the world is she doing with that thing? FYI, it goes on the outside, okay? It goes on the outside. And it works best if you apply just a little bit of soft pressure to the middle and then pull it up. Anyways, these are fun. But it's a good way to also hear the sound and help to isolate it if you are wanting to meditate. Anyways, hold on. I gotta close my door because my dog opened it. Okay. Cancer. Okay, Cancer, this is a really crazy image. So I got an image of a clown. Hear me out. Then the mouth opened, and it was like a roller coaster. It was like a roller coaster ride, like a theme park. And then I heard Ozzy Osbourne, the beginning of, he laughs at the beginning of the song. I honestly can't remember how it goes. He goes, ah, ha, 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 and then it goes, hold on. I'm trying to get it in my mind to see if I can hear, if I can hear the lyrics. People living as folks, crazy. Is it Crazy Train? Okay. That's what I got. So that makes sense then why I saw the roller coaster Crazy Train. Okay, I get it. Some of you may feel like you're on the Crazy Train. And definitely go look up that song, as that may have some meaning for you. I feel like there's going to be lyrics that come through in a little bit, but that's the song. So Pisces energy is showing up for you, Cancer. You could be dealing with the Pisces, have that in your chart, or it's just the influencing vibes. This is very imaginative, very compassionate energy, very healing energy, very spiritual. Can be a bit of an escapist, you know, or even illogical at times. It could be a crazy type of feeling. You could feel that you're going crazy, or that the people around you are crazy. I mean, look around the world right now. It's easy to think that, right? Um, you know, but I just feel like if there has been illusionary energy, though, it's gonna lift. These actually came out in the reverse. Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this card talks about theft in this deck. This card talks about trust. So somebody stole your trust, you know, or lost your trust because of crazy or erratic behavior, possibly. Or you may have, you know, it could be vice versa. But I feel like if there was deception going on, you know, the truth is going to come out, or has come out, and it's totally caused you to lack trust, you know, or lose trust. You know, some of you, it may not be related to another person, but you're kind of losing trust that there is a divine plan, you know, feeling like, okay, this is crazy. This is not what I signed up for. Or, you know, things feel like, feeling like someone is the conductor of your train. You know, like you're not in the driver's seat, possibly. And this is an elusive energy, though. It's impractical thinking that's taking you over when you go into that vibe. All right. So I guess that's just a reminder that, you know, you most definitely are in charge of your own life, even when it doesn't feel like it. But the boundaries that you believe are very real, are all a perpetuation of thought and how you're thinking and feeling about things. So careful not to go into this impractical energy, okay? A logical thinking type of vibe. And like I said, if it's someone you're dealing with, you could view this person as illogical and practical, someone you don't trust, someone that needs to be on the crazy train, possibly. I don't know. So I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Yeah, that's what it is. So let's see. Ten of Cups. I like that. Wheel of Fortune. Love that. Three of Wands. So, ooh, Ace of Cups. So I feel like Cancer, first of all, you've got a lot of emotional support, a lot of things to be grateful for. Some of you, family support, or a heavy focus on the home and family for a lot of you. Excuse me. This is feeling fortunate, okay? Feeling fortunate, and yet at the same time waiting for your ships to come in or waiting for something to come through for you, okay? And then I feel like what the lack of trust is about is not trusting that what's for you is going to come for you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So some of you have been waiting for a long time for like a certain situation, career, or person to come to fruition. And now you're kind of getting in this space where you might be, I don't know, feeling like, okay, it's not coming. It's not coming. I'm not trusting this anymore. And yet at the same time, you have evidence of emotional fulfillment all around you. It's just where are you placing your focus? Because I feel like divine timing is at play. And no. Sorry, my house is really busy today. Feeling more fortunate in the energy. Don't be mad at my dog. Daisy, stop it. Daisy, come here. Come here. Daisy. Excuse-moi. No. No. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyways, for others of you, you just simply have someone in your life that you don't trust. I almost said the F word. That you don't trust or you think is on the crazy train, and you're like, stay over there with your crazy, you know. And in the meantime, you're really enjoying life. You're really enjoying your environment and feeling very fortunate, and actually feeling fortunate that this person's at a distance or pushing this person at a distance if it's another person and not you, Cancer. So, yes. Now, for some of you, this person you're connecting with is the same person. For some of you, it's a different person. So you could have someone here that you feel you cannot trust. Too much like impractical or illogical BS around this person. And your intuition, I feel, is right when it comes to that. In the meantime, finding emotional fulfillment, feeling fortunate, you know, having things come in for you. And then you may have another person here that that you have forward momentum with, that you have passion and desire with, or has that for you, where things happen more naturally with this person. Things feel more genuine, authentic. This could be a friend, a family member, or a lover. You know, it's going to be different for all of you. So I just feel like this connection here, whoever this is, they have a lot of intensity about their energy, right? And it could be that you're waiting for this person to come through or come in or make themselves shown to you. Or this person could be in the, like I said, home, family, friend sector of your life. But I feel a sense of fortunate over here, feeling fortunate to have that forward momentum, okay? Now, for a very few of you, that's not two people, it's the same person. You've got someone here that you don't trust, that you think is illogical, that's on a crazy train, and they have quite the temper, quite passionate as well, but yet still you might be very attractive. They might be very attractive to you, or they might be very attracted to you, you know, and then here they come on the crazy train. And you're over here living life, feeling fortunate. You may not even see this coming in. All right? So it could be either or both of those situations going on, because I can read that several different ways. I feel like if it is someone that's coming in that is on the crazy train, no, I get a sense that you don't see this coming, but at the same time, I do feel you sense it, like intuitively. Or, you know, this person may have a pattern of doing that, showing up like that. And I don't mean like physically showing up. I just mean showing up energetically. Although it'd be different for all of you. Some of you, yes. So interesting messages, Cancer. You could be dealing with Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, another Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, could be Virgo. Could be any zodiac sign because it's a general reading. But yes, that's what I have. So, what time is it? Ooh, I gotta go a lot faster. Holy cow. Okay. Sorry. 12:30 is my cutoff. And I'm only halfway through. That's not good. All right. Okay, Leo. Don't forget to give me a like if you're in here, please. Thank you. Leo. Okay. So, I actually saw a girl on a rug and then the rug being pulled out and then they fell into like a sinkhole. It's very descriptive. So some of you may feel like the rug has been pulled out from underneath you or just that sinking sensation type of energy. And I don't get that that's a future prediction. I feel like this could be the way you had been feeling in the past or possibly in the current energy. But I just feel like, yeah, feeling like there might be a lot of either physical changes in the environment going on or something unexpected or just feeling in a different environment even. And that could be good or bad. And then I heard on a whole nother wavelength. So I feel like you're either on a whole nother wavelength this week after feeling like the rug was pulled out from underneath you, now to feeling more in a stable place. And or you might be on a whole nother wavelength than someone you're connecting with or someone in your environment. That could certainly be the case. So let's see. Let's see, Leo. You have Mars here, which is all about action, Aries energy for some of you. This is desires, impulses, courage, force, strength, competition, workouts, excitement. Can be anger as well. Could lead to impatience or arguments. It's a highly driven energy, Leo, and fire energy as well. But at the same time, you know, when you get a lot of pressure and fire, you also have the opportunity for combustion, right? And so there might be things that make you feel impatient or frustrated at times this week or leading up to this week even. and some changes in the environment that maybe you're not the most comfortable with. But I feel like at the same time, there is like a new frequency because I heard HC frequency. So there's like, I don't know, you're tuning in to a different wavelength, meaning you're managing this in a different way that you usually do, or you're being asked to handle things in a different way than you usually do. It's like if you've always been fight or flight, this is what I'm getting, like a fight or flight, which is such a Leo thing. Um, yeah, I don't know, like taking a pause before the flight. Not to be so impulsive, not to be so quick to react, which I feel like is going to be kind of hard for you to do because it's kind of like the energy is being revved up almost. Um, so let's see where this is headed for my Leos. The High Priestess. The Two of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands. So I feel like Leo, there is like this oscillation between, do I keep this to myself or do I speak up? you know? And yeah, I got the word oscillation. I don't usually say that, but I feel like there's this back and forth in the energy of whether or not to take action, whether or not to move things forward or just think about this longer. You might have a lot of different priorities as well that you're juggling or that has you pulled in two different directions, okay? It's like, yeah, and you might also be bouncing back between two moods, very excited, very energetic, and, feeling that fire. And then on the other side of that, like on the other side of that coin, feeling impatient, feeling frustrated, feeling angry. So I feel like you might be bouncing back between those two emotions during this time frame. Your intuition is very heightened right now. Okay, so listen to your intuitive self. Allow yourself to be guided through spirit, because you certainly don't want to communicate when you're feeling angry. And some of you might have an impulse to just do just that. You might have an impulse to just say something, do something, and it's like if it's coming from a place of willpower, great. If it's coming from a place of anger, hold up, because I don't think it's going, I think it will backfire, Leo, and you want to avoid that. What is this? I want to get all kinds of cards. Yeah, it'll just cause more headache, more stress, more disconnection, that type of energy. But again, this is split energy. This is split energy. Same thing I was just saying. So feeling split between, for some of you, what your head says and what your heart wants. And getting frustrated in the energy. It's like, why don't you understand me? I feel that you feel, either you feel misunderstood or you feel someone is just like all up in their head, disconnected, not understanding you, or, you might get stressed out over miscommunication this week or missed communication. It's like you might have so many other things going on, you might miscommunicate, and then it stresses you out or something, or this person out. You might have a disconnection here in the way you're thinking, but it's like you're thinking about something one way, but the way you're saying it or what you're expressing is not in alignment with what your original thought was. You could be connecting with Gemini because they had a similar energy of being on two different pages. Somebody might be on a different wavelength, like I said. So it's like no matter how you say it or what you say, they don't hear it that way because they're on a different energetic wavelength, you know? I just heard somebody, like a projection of, I'm right here, you know, like, I'm right here. You don't have to yell. Or I'm right here, even though you don't see me as right here, or something like that. I get a sense that, you know, you're not feeling heard or seen, or maybe even appreciated at times, okay? And I think it might be making you kind of angry. Sorry, I gotta readjust. Let's see what the person you're dealing with, what their energy is. The Hermit. Yeah. Wow, this person is, okay. This person is internalizing everything right now. That's literally what I heard, internalizing communication as well. So like whatever you say, Leo, this person is picking it apart, or they're internalizing it, or they're taking it personal. And like maybe you didn't mean it personal, because also Leo, you know, very, very blunt, very to the point with communication. All fire signs are. And like this person is like internalizing it, or you know, maybe you just meant it like factual, but they're taking it personal, you know, or maybe you were angry. I don't know, it's going to be different for each of you. Or maybe you do get angry this week and you say something out of frustration, but this person like takes it much deeper than how you meant it, and then they're internalizing it, and then they're feeling, you know, a certain kind of way about it. I just feel like, I think like be careful know your audience, and definitely if it's a Virgo, or they have Virgo placements, know your audience, because the way that you may feel, the way that you think you're communicating may not be how this person is receiving it, because you're on energetic different wavelengths. So I just get like this sense of like this person internalizing all of the dialogue, and they're seeing you or the situation in a very different light than you are. And I do feel you're like, miscommunication, or, you know, getting frustrated because it's like, you know, you're not meaning it like that, I don't feel. Or, yeah, you're just on a different wavelength. You know, you're just like, I feel like, especially if you're dealing, like I said, with Virgo or a water sign or earth sign, Aries, or not Aries, Leo, you're like, you know, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. You're not holding all this emotion towards everything you're saying. And then this person's like, every single word has an emotion tied to it. Every single thing you're saying, they're internalizing. And it's just a difference in communication, you know, perception, wavelengths. So, definitely, like I said, Virgo energy here, but it can be Capricorn. I have Sagittarius. I have all of the signs, really, air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Fire. I don't think it's another fire sign, but it could be. I think it's either earth or water, but it's a general reading. Okay, let's go to Virgo. Hey, Carmen, you made it. Yay. All right, Virgo. All right, so that was quick and to the point. So Virgo, I feel like first of all, I got through like the hands, no, like the sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives, which I know distinctly I got for Pisces when I did their reading like 2 days ago, the you versus them reading. So some of you could definitely be dealing with Pisces, or have that in your chart. It's a very dramatic soap opera type of energy in the Pisces reading. So you might have some drama and stuff like that going on within you or around you. Then I got a gavel, like a judge has a gavel, and I heard proceedings. So I don't know, I'm not really entirely sure. But the gavel made me think of the judgment card, which is Libran energy. So be careful with, passing judgment, or you may be feeling judged. But that of which you judge, you become. So that's important to keep in mind, and vice versa if you are the one doing that towards Virgo. Oh, I have a Bone Thugs and Harmony song in my head. These are the days of our life. Which coincidentally is These Are the Days of Our Life, which is also Days of Our Lives was the soap opera. So, um, let's see what this is about. I have that song playing in my head now. That's a good song. And coincidentally, we have Libra and energy here, which is all about opposition and balance. Some of you could be on the cusp even. Even if you're not, this is about the mirror effect. So that's interesting because I was saying, judge not, for you will judge yourself. And this is saying exactly that with the mirror effect of what you're internalizing. You're also reflecting on others, and then they're reflecting it back to you. This is all about how you interact with other people, confrontations, becoming conscious of the role that you play and the role that others play, finding more balance within relationships, and being more objective as well when it comes to your perceptions of others, okay? And being more objective before you proceed with something, I think, is really important, because I got the word proceedings. So, Nine of Pentacles, the Devil, the Two of Cups. So, the Tower at the bottom. I feel like you're reaching for something, and then at the same time, Virgo, you're being pulled back into reality. Well, reality is an illusion. All of us have different realities that we live in, and that is just the facts. And our realities are based off of our upbringing, our perception of the world, how we feel about ourselves, and all of that combined with our emotional reactions to the world defines our world. It may seem on the surface that we're all living in the same reality, but actually we are all living a very unique and individualized realities based on our expectations of life, our body, and others. So it's like I'm telling you all of that because I feel like for you, you're kind of reaching for something that's a bit what some would say unrealistic, but for you, it's something that you really want, something that's very creative, or something from the imaginary space that's currently available to you if you reach for it and you believe it. But then it's like being pulled back down to, well, that's not realistic, and how am I going to put all of that into place, and I don't know the right people, or I don't have the right whatever. And then that thought process blocking you from getting what you're reaching for, whether it's a goal or career or relationship, doesn't matter what it is. But it's like you're being too realistic about this, and not enough of outside of the box thinking, because everything is possible if you can bring it into thought formation, which is a manifestation. Thoughts are manifestations, and you can hold it there long enough, then it becomes a tangible manifestation. That's how it works. um, but not if you think it's unrealistic, not if you're reaching for something and then feeling, you know disbelief in it. All right, so I feel like there could be an internal dialogue that's working against you when it comes to this. It's like in opposition of what you actually want. If it's not that, then there's a sense of like wanting to be independent, but then also feeling like obligated elsewhere, or that, feeling bogged down. Some of you feel tied to a relationship, even that, maybe you appreciate this relationship a lot, but then it also makes you feel like you can't do things that you want to do, because maybe you're always having to appease the partner, or there's something toxic here in a certain relationship that kind of blocks you from being able to do what you want to do. That's I feel like that's not the reality, though. I feel like you feel that way, but I feel like you could easily maybe do what you want to do anyways, but for some reason you feel like a responsibility. Maybe that's what it is. Like towards a connection, or you feel like you're energetically stuck to someone, or spiritually stuck to someone. But again, that's a thought process. But either way, it is serving as a blockage right now in the current energy. Um, and it certainly may, first of all, and this is a side note because I always feel bad for Capricorn. Some of you may just have a very strong connection with the Capricorn, period. And that's all it is. But I think, if it's not a Capricorn, then there's toxic, kind of codependent type of vibes around this person in particular. So let's see. So this person's energy is Page of Pentacles, the Tower, Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. You could have someone here that's really struggling. They might have some anxiety going on, some stress going on. They may not try to tell you about this, or they may keep it to themselves, but I feel it's about to blow up, or there's about to be a change in that situation. All right, so it might have felt like, okay, I'm going to put some time and energy into this, and then you see like how unstable this is, and you back away for some of you. Or someone here is trying to invest into an unstable person or situation. And I feel like the attention right now, not saying forever, should be more on balancing out your internal relationship with yourself and your higher self, because there's a lot of instability going on over here. And if you're unstable and you're connecting with someone that's unstable, it's going to erupt, because one of you has to stay grounded in order for this to balance out. And I see that it's kind of difficult to do that in this energy. So it's best to leave it alone then until it calms down. All right. Like if you're feeling negative this upcoming week, Virgo, and you know the person you're connecting to is also unstable, that is not the time. That is not the time to try and work things out or try to invest or try to move forward, because it will erupt as soon as you plant the seed, because it's unstable, right? Say you're doing really well over here, or you're staying stable, and then you see this person's instability and you think you're going to come and save the day or help them. You're just going to get sucked into their energy and you will be of no help to them, and they will pull you into this tower moment. You know? And like if you think about what I was saying earlier about the drama, don't get sucked into someone else's drama, you know? um, because I got that soap opera message, right? So, and I honestly don't remember what, sorry, the sun is chasing me today as usual. I don't honestly remember what the Virgo reading was for the you versus them, but for some reason I also feel like this plays into that. So go check that reading out if you haven't yet. Could be dealing with Scorpio, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Could be another Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So they're drawing me to another song. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. It's also Bone Thugs and Harmony. So the reason why I feel drawn to that is because I feel like a lot of this is going to happen towards the first of the month. And we have a lunar eclipse on the 30th. So that might be a significant time for Virgo. Man, I haven't heard them in so long. I'm gonna go listen to them today. All right, Libra. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Shoot! I'm not gonna be able to get through all of them. I'm gonna do my best. Sorry, I might have to come back and do the rest later. I have got to be somewhere. I've got to leave in 45 minutes. So, all right, so Libra, I saw a praying mantis, and then I saw praying hands, and then I saw someone doing this, which is a good way to move energy through your palms, by the way. I heard twin flame. Now, lots of schools of thoughts on twin flames, and but I believe what you believe is true for you is true for you. So some of you, this could definitely be in regards to a relationship that feels like a twin flame or soulmate, and that's just really, it's the relationship between you and you. To be honest with you, a true twin flame is the relationship between your ego self and your higher self, the lower self, the higher self, and coming into alignment with both. However, when you're in alignment with both and you meet someone who's also in alignment with both, then a twin flame connection occurs. However, we don't get in alignment and stay in alignment for the rest of our lives. That only happens when we leave the physical body. So, even within a connection like that, you're going to be going in and out of alignment at different times, right? And it's like an intertwining type of energy. Um, and you can call it what you want. To me, it's no different than a soulmate relationship, but to each their own. The reason why I'm saying that is because there might be a significant connection here that you prayed for, prayed about, or that constantly mirrors you or intertwines with your energy. And it may be going through some healing during this time frame. Because I feel like healing powers, growth, amends, release, personal development, getting over generational traumas, forgiveness, going into your divinity, going into more soft energy, releasing pain during this time frame, okay? So I actually really love this for you, Libra. I just feel like your prayers have been answered. First of all, your prayers are always answered. Just most people have a misconception of what prayer is. But I just feel like, because I keep hearing words like heaven sent and prayer and that type of thing. Closing the gap. So closing the gap is keeping up with who you're becoming, meaning letting go of past generational trauma allows you to keep up with the newest version of yourself. And when you're up to date with who you are, not who you were, not who you're going to be, but who you are, you're keeping up with who you are now by letting go of the past and going with the ebb and flow, then you're in alignment. And for some of you, that's really important because Spirit's wanting you to let go of old traumas, old generational BS, past issues, past relationship issues, past versions of yourself, woulda, coulda, shoulda, wouldas, all that, so that you can keep up with who you are now. And when you get there, when you truly get there, you're going to feel, whoo, release, good, joy, ease, happy, love, gratitude, appreciation. So, yeah, hello alignment. There's the star. So in this depiction, the star is exactly what I said, the connection of the lower self to the higher self, being connected to source. Okay, some of you Aquarian energy. But it's like what you've hoped for is here, is connected to you, is listening to you. There's healing here. It's feeling more connected with who you really are. It's keeping up with who you're becoming. Prayer is, like I was saying earlier, most people don't even know why they do this or what this means. Prayer, this symbolism means closing the gap. You're closing the gap between you and source. That's what this means. Right? So what I was just saying, the easiest way to do that is to constantly keep up with who you are and who you're becoming and let go, right? So I feel that message is really important for you, Libra, during this time frame, okay? Because there is something that's calling you to walk away, that's calling you forward, calling you out of this energy, this entrapment, this self-restriction, this feeling like you're not good enough. If a situation or a person made you feel like that, it's time to walk away from that. That's not the truth of who you are. One person not appreciating you is not the definition of your worthiness. You not appreciating you need to walk away from that type of thinking. Seeing yourself as less than. All of that. That's where the true healing is. Okay? Thinking that you need to be someone else than you are. Worried about how others are going to see you. Body images for some of you. Walking away from all of that. And you cannot become who you are now. You cannot keep up with who you're becoming, even if you hold on to old ideas about perception, how people perceive you, perceived you, you know, how you perceive your body, things like that. But I feel like, yeah, there's some healing here. Some of you have prayed to be able to walk away from something that emotionally haunted you, you know, or a connection that just haunts you. And it's just like, I want released from that. And this is the release. This is what you prayed for. And it's an emotional release, right? That's helping you to develop personally. Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles on this person's side. So whoever you're connecting with, they are having things to celebrate, moving forward. This person's feeling successful, you know, and having new opportunities over here. This person may like attention, may want your attention, or they just have attention, period. But I feel like there's a peacock here. It's interesting. They have a very unique way of looking at life. I got unique. So, there's success over here when it comes to this person, you know, and new potential showing up. And that may be related to the connection or totally separate. But there's a unique challenge to this person as well. In that they see life very differently than you know. But that's okay. That's okay. Everybody has their own version of what reality in life is. If you're dealing with a Virgo, go check out Virgo's reading because I just talked about that. But I feel like attention and some sort of success coming here. All right, on this person's side, may or may not be related to you. So, Aquarian energy, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo. I guess it could be another Libra or Gemini. I have Leo here and water, Cancer, Scorpio. So, I don't mean to rush through this. I have just trying to make sure I have enough time for all of you. I'm trying to calculate it in my head. How many zodiac signs? I have 7 minutes for each sign. Because I talk too much. So I'm going to have to start setting a timer. Don't be mad at me. Just trying to make sure I get to all of y'all before I got to go. So I do 7 minutes each sign. Yes. Scorpio. Okay. So I immediately saw bat wings and then a little tiny black bird. And I heard a song come through. Blackbird singing at the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. I love that song. And then I saw an asteroid like picking up momentum. So there's things that are picking up momentum in your life energetically. Scorpio, during this time frame, I feel. Blackbirds might be important. That song might be important. So some of you have been waiting for this moment to arrive. You know, like there's a forward momentum in the energy, and you know, it's like I heard doomsday prepper. I don't know what that's about. Some of you may be into that. But I just feel like it's as sure as like an asteroid hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like the trajectory was already in place, and now it's like the time has arrived or something. And I think you've been waiting for it. You've been waiting for something to arrive, you know? So let's get into it and see. So I have the complexity card. This talks about irritations, puzzles, complications, contradictions, missing the mark, coincidentally, and needing to make adjustments. So very transformative energy here, complex energy. Changeable energy though, so that's good. So it's like much needed changes. Oh my God, really? Okay, much needed changes arriving. And you may have been waiting for it or knew it was coming, you know what I'm saying? And yet there's complications surrounding it or some sort of contradiction here. Like there's something to be learned, all right? About whatever complex situation you have going on in your life right now, Scorpio. There's something, one, that's changing about it that's inevitable, period. But there's also something that you're learning from it. And I feel like the situation really makes you curious, you know, or you have a person in your life or a connection in your life that really piques your curiosity. That type of energy. So let's see. So there's the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, I feel like only a Scorpio would stress about having a new opportunity, but that's what I see occurring. You know, it's like having new things around you, or like I feel like, yes, this change that's come in that you waited for. So I don't feel like it's unexpected change. I feel like it's change that you know needed to happen, that was inevitable, you know, that was gaining in the momentum of the energy, and yet stress or anxiety or uncertainty surrounding your energy. Even though you successfully completed a cycle or an accomplishment, even an accomplishment that you've wanted, you know, things coming around to you. And yet you feel all of this complex emotion. You know, you might have things coming in that you want, and then you don't know if you want it, or you don't know if you can sustain it, or you don't know if it's part of like the long-term game or journey or something, you know? There's some sort of mirage here. And I feel like it's in the way that you are viewing the situation here. So I do want to get one quick clarifier here. It's a Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's like having good things come in for you and feeling forward momentum. And then questioning whether that is the path that you actually want to go on or be on, or questioning the higher purpose, you know, getting sucked into your shadow self again. Like, I feel like sometimes, Scorpio, your need to understand everything has a tendency to pull you out of alignment, you know? Because I feel like there's something here that piques your interest or curiosity. And yet, when you allow your mind to go in that direction, it creates, like, I heard a shitstorm, you know, a shitstorm of emotion or thought. And yet, Spirit's leading you out of it. You know, there's doors of opportunity opening here. I kind of felt that in the last reading as well. There's dishonesty going on, and I don't know if that's coming from you or the person that you're connecting with. But some of you are not being honest with yourself about, you know, what, I don't know. Yeah, I was going to go further into that, but I'm not going to. But I feel like there's a level of not being honest with yourself at times about what it is that you're really wanting, you know? And that's why there's like this contradictory energy of like, well, things are going per A, B, D, C, B plan, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you know, reaching for things, feeling successful. This should be lifting your energy up, and yet there's like this total opposite of that energy that's just doubts all of it. Okay. Person you're connecting with is the Chariot, the Empress, the Five of Cups in the reverse. If this person was, I feel like there's movement forward here in this person's energy, okay, Scorpio, and they're no longer, the Empress is like waiting for things to come to fruition, being patient, and it's in the reverse. So this person's lost the patience, is no longer waiting for things to come to fruition. If there was regret and loss on their side, they're also coming out of that energy as it's in the reverse now. So I feel like this person has moved on. You've moved on. Or if it's not that, there's movement in general, but it's like really complex. Like it looks very simple on paper, whatever this is, but it's that there's a lot of alleyways here. And this person might be quite impatient with you. It's like being on the same page, but you're not on the same page. So there's two different ways I could see this. Some of you, this is someone that you moved on from, if they moved on from you and they've let go, period. Others of you, you could have this person still in your environment, but they test your patience a lot, or they're like on the same page with you, but they're not on the same page with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's because I don't feel like they understand you, or like they don't really know what's going on fully with you, because again, there's a level of like covering something up, or you know, not really speaking fully, because you're not even certain about what you think or feel, you know. So I need to move forward because I'm low on time. So we could be dealing with Cancer, Taurus again, Leo, Aquarius, or another Scorpio. Could be Gemini, Libra. I'm going to get through all of them now. So Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius. Like literally when I closed my eyes, it looked like someone went like this and they laid out a map and they mapped it all out. And so I don't know, you may feel like you've got something mapped all out. You're wanting to map things out. You've got the map, you're laying it out, laying it out for someone. This is what it is, or laying it out for yourself. This is what it is. And I've got it mapped out and we're going to go here, then here, then here. But you know what they say about best laid plans, Sagittarius? Sometimes the universe is with us and sometimes it's on a different map. So we'll see how this goes for your best laid plans. It says go with the flow, trine, flow. So this is about harmony and, being enriched and getting the benefits of that, going with the rhythm of life, getting more support from spirit even. But this is like a go with the flow energy, okay? Sorry, I'm going to move over again. Am I blurry? I don't look blurry on my side. Anyways, this is go with the flow energy. So it's like, again, the first thing that came to mind for you, Sagittarius, was best laid plans. So it's like, you can lay it out all you want, but you're still going to have to go with the flow, right? Because sometimes the universe has different plans. But I think for the most part, Sagittarius, you definitely know what you're wanting, and you have some sort of design here or plan and how you want to get there. Nothing wrong with that, okay? So let's see. Six of Pentacles. The Hierophant. My phone's going crazy because I'm supposed to be somewhere. So much trouble. Okay, Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, the Hermit, the Magician. So, yeah, Sagittarius, I feel like, first of all, this energy is beautiful. And I could see why you have best laid plans, because I feel like you're seeing the bigger picture. I feel like you are getting some guidance as well during this time frame, and feeling more at peace, feeling more at calm. There is some reflection going on in your energy, but you're manifesting things. So like, I feel like things are coming together as planned, which is rare, in life in general, right? But I think it's because you're going with the flow. And some of you, it's not that you have the plan, spirit has the plan, and they're showing it to me as it's all mapped out, and the only thing you got to do, Sagittarius, is go with the flow. Find your happiness in the present moment. Stay within that energy, and then it's like things line up and they get mapped out for you. So it's almost like they don't want you to have a strategy. It's that the plan has already been mapped out and your only job is to align with it, right? And you're going to do that by going with the flow, or you're feeling more in the flow this week. Things feel more energized. You're getting more enjoyment in the energy, that type of vibe. I just feel like you're also being more generous with your time and energy, and your vibration is lifting. You might be getting better sleep this week. Or, you might be having very vivid dreams as well this week. Some of you are even manifesting in your dream state, which, I always say we have two lives that we're living. We have our life on the earthly plane that we're in for 12 hours a day. And then we have our life in the ethereal plane, that we live the other 12 hours of the day, 8 hours, however many hours you sleep. Both are real. Both are incredibly real. And when we sleep is when we join our energetic counterpart, our higher self, and we do a lot of creation in sleep because there is no logical mind to say no and yes to anything. Um, and a lot of times you'll notice it when you have deja vu. Deja vu is when you recall something that already occurred in the dream state, that you already put into place with your spiritual self. And so you might be having a lot of deja vu or vivid dreaming. I feel like you're in this very creative energy, and it's in your guide is in cahoots with you. It's the spirit saying like, we got it all mapped out, like that. That type of energy. So let's see, person you're connecting to. 5 of Wands, Knight of Swords. So this person might be in conflict with what you want or having some internal conflict going on. Whew, this person might not be in the flow. They might not like that you're in the flow. I don't know. I feel like this person might be like a person that likes to prove a point or to create conflict, especially if they see like all this peacefulness going on in your energy. This person might be, I heard a shit starter. What's with that word today? Sorry, please don't YouTube, my bad. But, pot stir. Yeah, that's a better word. Pot stir. Somebody might be stirring the pot this week, and quick to communicate, quick to tell you, their thoughts, what they think about what you're doing. And I get like impulsive communication as well. And if it's not that, then it may just be that this person's having a lot of internal struggle on whether or not to communicate or whether or not to, say whatever they're wanting to say, but fearing maybe that it'll result in conflict or drama, that type of energy. I just get like drama or dramatic communication, something like that coming through. And you're over here in this very flow type of energy. So I don't actually see you letting it impact you in a negative way. But I see it like giving you something to reflect on or reflect back to this person, okay? So in light of time, we're going to move forward. Virgo energy here, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag. That's what I'm seeing. It can be any zodiac sign, because this is a general reading. Capricorn. Okay. So as soon as I closed my eyes, Capricorn, I saw constellations light up, particularly the Big Dipper constellation light up. And then I started to hear Mario Brothers, the theme song. Like I'm saying like the 90s version, the Super Mario Brothers 1 or 2. So I don't know. Some of you are playing video games or staring at the stars. I also saw a teepee, like someone is tenting or camping or thinking about that. To me, it's symbolism for getting back in touch with nature and also your children, or your own inner child. And we're never too old for video games, let me just say. Video games are a really good distraction. I don't care how old you are. And I actually have an old Super Mario Brother console that I play sometimes. But it's like a distraction from other things that are going on. It's just like, oh, I love that song. Now I have a song in my head. I'm gonna look at the stars. I can't think of the artist. It's called Stars. It's a beautiful song. The lyrics are, I can't look at the stars. They always make me wonder where you are. Ooh, I can't think of that song. Anyways, Gemini energy here, which is being more social, being more curious, versatile in the energy, variety seeking, being more perceptive and connected. And then a caution about like superficiality, being too restless or being too fidgety in the energy. Some of you could be connecting with Gemini or have that in your chart, because I feel like this is kind of like opening your mind as well to new horizons or new things or new ways of thinking, you know, and for some reason paying attention to the stars, you know, astrology. Or I actually got this really cool star map. It's an app on your phone where if you put the app on your phone, this is just a side note, and you point it at the sky, it'll show you where all of the stars are and where Mars is, and it's actually very fascinating. I think you might like that, Capricorn. No way. This is it. This is the constellation I saw. Do you see it? This is the constellation I saw in my mind. This also reminds me of Aquarius energy. Okay. But it came out in the reverse. So I feel like you're not spending enough time maybe looking at things a different way or opening your mind to different possibilities. So this is like open your mind to different possibilities, because you're kind of cutting yourself off from the natural support that you have from guidance, from your guidance system, from the stars, from spirit, from spirituality, but also from your friends. You might be a little, or may have been leading up to now, a little bit unavailable, you know, or disconnected even. And I feel a reconnection type of energy coming in here, Capricorn, yeah. So it's like this person is not stopping to look at the stars, right? Because it's too caught up in what's going on in front of them, what's going wrong, what stressors are going on, that type of energy. This could be you or someone you're connecting with, particularly if you're connecting with a Gemini or Aquarius. Lots of air energy here. But it's like there's kind of a lack of faith going on at times, you know what I'm saying, and getting sucked into your lower self at times. And not always feeling supported, or not being supportive to others, but because you're struggling yourself, you know. And I feel that energy dissipating. This is that restless, fidgety type of vibe, okay? And what's coming out of it is this more grounded, capable, is the word I heard, cooperative energy. Grace Potter, that's it. Thank you, stars. That was it. So this being like, okay, I'm going to be practical about this and move forward. And then there's a supportive energy coming in, or more cooperation coming in for you. And it's after, like, I don't want to say distracting, but it's like, yeah, kind of letting your mind be a little bit elusive, a little bit imaginative, a little bit more open, and not getting so wrapped up in all the stressors that may be going on, or feeling this lack of support energy in the environment, helping you to reground yourself even. Shoot. I'm going to be in so much trouble. I'm late to everything. Just saw what time it is. Oopsie. All right, so Queen of Swords energy here for my Capricorns. Oh, well. Ooh, King of Pentacles and the Death card. So, more air energy, Scorpio energy here too. The person that you're connecting with, they might be the one that is like trying to either make you more social or bring you out of this, or they could be the restless, fidgety one that is going through something, and you're trying to stay practical and grounded in the energy. So take it as it resonates. But I feel either way, the person you're connecting with, they want the truth, and they are trying to stay practical and grounded in the energy. This person may be focused on an ending or things that are changing in their own life, and at times maybe a bit distracted or away in the energy. But I feel like, okay, I don't know who this is for, but it came through really strongly, and it's only 1%. If there's physical abuse going on in the environment, it's time to leave. Okay. Because I heard that very clearly for maybe one person that may view this. I don't know. But I heard quite clearly that message come through. All right. Verbal abuse, physical, does not matter. You don't stay in a place that you're unsafe in. Okay. For the rest of you, I just feel like this person has this very certain energy. They're a bit stubborn, you know what I'm saying? But they're very focused, like, on some sort of change or ending that's going on in their own life, and not quite always paying attention to some things that you might be going through, But it's like, that's where I feel that unsupportive energy is coming from. But it's like that. There is a shift here, and it's like staying grounded anyways and moving forward through this is what's being supported, and placing your focus on things that you do have control over is going to be really important. But I do feel the energy is going to be more cooperative towards maybe the 30th or towards the end of this week. So could be dealing with earth, air, Scorpio and Gemini in particular, but it could be any zodiac sign. Water. Sorry. Aquarius. So Aquarius, um, I saw drapes. This sounds so crazy. I saw velvet drapes. Like the drapes being lifted, or like when they lift the drapes at the beginning of, or they pull the drapes up at the beginning of a performance, like that type of energy. And I don't know what this character is from, but it's like it's a cartoon though, but it looks like the lady's face is made of a crow, but it has like a witch's hat on. It's very specific image that I've seen before, and I don't honestly know what the meaning is. But the face is actually a mask. So I feel like an unmasking, a derobing, a like veils being lifted, okay, during this time frame. Whether that's you or someone that you are connecting with. And I have Rihanna in my head. How about a round of applause? Standing ovation. You look so dumb right now. Standing outside my house. Okay, so go look up that song. I actually don't know the name of it. Put it in the chat. This is Square, the challenge. So I feel like there might be some tension here, and pressure and frustrations, demands. But it's a reorienting energy. It also talks about reconciling the energy as well as motivation. So I feel like for most zodiac signs, when they see this card, people feel a certain way about it. But I feel for an Aquarius, you love a good challenge. So I think that you're up for the challenge. Or I think, you're going to take it as a learning experience for a lot of you to motivate you. So I feel like, yeah, there is, I heard masquerade. So there's some sort of masquerade going on where like people are pretending something that they're not being, or like showing a persona that's not the truth of a person. And you might be seeing through that, or if it's you, others might be seeing that. Or I feel like it's not just one person though, because I keep seeing like multiple, people masquerading around, right? And so, Seven of Swords. This is the masquerade. If I was titling this reading, I would title it Masquerade. But the illusionary energy is leaving, is dissipating. The truth is coming out. The curtain is opening. The masks are off. Aquarius, you're seeing through the fog. And yet somehow, it's hard for you to look at. It's hard for you to acknowledge the truth of something or someone, it's like almost not even wanting to see the truth of something. It's like being shown your intuition was correct, but it's like, yeah, but I didn't want it to be correct, or I wanted to believe it was something else, or I wanted to believe this person was something else, And it's like your version of events you would rather have and hold on to than maybe what's being shown to you. You know what I'm saying? But like Spirit is saying, this is a blessing. For some of you it might be a blessing in disguise, but this is very fortunate, and that is helping to move the challenging energy out of your life. So it's like coming to the realization of the truth of someone or something. And you don't want to see it. At first, I feel like you don't want to see it, or you're blocking it out even. But then it's like, take the blindfold off, Aquarius, because you're not seeing it correctly. This is a blessing. This is a blessing. And not only is it making you, should it make you feel more fortunate, but it is actually removing challenge and blockages and people that presented challenges out of the way so that fortune can come in bigger, better, right? So some of you have had trouble letting go, maybe, of a certain person or a situation because you were seeing it with like rose-colored glasses, or you were seeing what you wanted it to be as opposed to what it was. But I feel like the mask is off or the truth is out, and at first it's like you're averting, like, no, but then it's like, okay, yeah, and actually that helps me to move forward. Actually, that helps me to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's for your highest good, okay? Even if it feels challenging this week, it's for your highest good. You know, that things came about the way that they did is what I'm feeling. Person you're connecting with, you have the Death card here. Ace of Cups. The Star. Page of Pentacles. In the reverse. So you're showing up on this person's energy, okay? The Death and Star together is death and rebirth. So this person might be going through a death and rebirth in their emotional life, in their emotions, in their love life even. And there is a missed opportunity here. Because, and yet, I should say, missed opportunity here. So there's something coming to an end on this person's side, and it's very emotional. You know, it's something that is like a wish fulfillment, and yet there's, the timing's wrong. It's missed. It's a missed opportunity, okay? There's a lot of emotion over here with this combination. There's a lot of spiritual energy as well on this person's side. I feel like emotionally this person could be very much in love with you since you're showing up on their side next to the Ace of Cups. But there is like a lack of time or energy being put in, or a lack of potential, or like I said, yeah. Yeah. So interesting. It could be because the timing is not correct, but for whatever reason, this is fortunate. So I feel like it's all going to work out, or it is working out for your highest good, even though you're not seeing it that way. Maybe even if you see it as a challenge, maybe even if this person doesn't see it that way, whatever the death and rebirth is on this person's side for their love life or their emotions may feel like a missed opportunity, okay, to someone, but I don't feel it is. I feel it's a blessing in disguise. So you could be dealing with Aquarius, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, right? We're going to jump to Pisces, and then I got to skedaddle. So I'm already in trouble because I'm late. Whew. So Pisces, there's a light switch. I saw clearly a light switch going on, and I saw a closet door opening. So I feel like, you know, something that's been in the closet might be coming out during this time frame, or like the light switch is going off for you. Thank you for the $20 super chat. So this is very similar to the Aquarian energy that I got, as far as like something being illuminated, something coming out of the closet. Often I think of like the closet as like where we keep our secrets and our skeletons and things of that nature. And then your card popped out, the 12th house of surrender. So I just feel like the light switch being turned on. And if you have Aquarius in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, check that out because that reading might pertain to you. But it's like triggering your subconscious mind, dreams, karma, forgiveness, healing, spiritual healing, developments. It's about prayer and letting go of things, okay? Surrendering to the divine, I feel, Pisces, and a light being shown, right? And it's asking you to give up the internal emotional struggle, right? Because I feel like you've been pulled in two different directions for a while now, and feeling like two different ways about one situation or one connection. And it's like being in this space where you just kind of have to surrender and let it go and let karma take its place, and maybe do some prayer and meditation. Because yeah, the tower's here, which is external change, things in your external environment that are changing, that are kind of out of your control. But I feel like you're kind of okay with it. Like, I feel like you're ready to release. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're just like, whatever, take it away, fine. Like, even though there's like changes going on in this release energy, which I feel would scare some people, I feel like Pisces, for you, it's just like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good. Yep, that's changing. I knew it would. Yeah, I'm letting go. Feeling good about it, like I don't feel like you're panicking or, feeling bad about letting some things go or letting a person go. I feel like you're okay with the changes that are occurring. You're almost kind of welcoming it in and releasing judgment here. And I also feel like this is releasing self-judgment, okay? Yeah, because you're going to love yourself first, right? And there's something that maybe you felt tied to, or that, had a hold of you, that's kind of naturally making its way out of your life, or naturally kind of collapsing or changing. And I feel like you are just good. You're good with that. Okay. Because you love yourself, and there is this love coming through here. Now, the person you're connecting to, I feel, is quite fixated on getting justice here. And it could be because they have a lot of love for you, but I feel your back is actually turned to this person because of their stubbornness, because of, you don't feel that they're open. But at the same time, you're not being open to them, so it's kind of contradictory. But I just feel like you're like, whatever, I'm going to let it go, or not saying I never readdress it, but I'm just certainly not going to address it now in the energy. And this person's a bit like stubborn or fixated on things being balanced. But you're not exactly a cooperative component at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's that I'm good, even if you're not good type of vibe. When somebody asks you, like, are you okay? And you're not okay, but you tell them, I'm good. Because you just don't want to open up about it. You just don't feel like airing out your closet. You don't feel like, explaining maybe. So you just give them the I'm good type of energy, and it keeps them waiting or something, or they're kind of fixated on you, I feel. But it's definitely, they're being stubborn about whatever this is. And yet there's love here. And yet there's releasing. So it's a bit complex. So I'm going to wrap it there because I'm already late. You could be dealing with the Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, or Libra. So wishing you guys the best. Sorry I had to rush through some of those, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways. Of course, more readings will continue to come out. And when I hit 130,000, we're going to do another giveaway. So help me get there by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Till next time, my friends. Loving you so much. Namaste.